And we are live. Welcome back with Murphy Mag to another episode of the Fitness Beginner Podcast, where we help you get started on your fitness journey. What is up, folks? How are y'all doing? Hope y'all have a great day today. Hope you get started your week off right, do something active, and work on your goals. Y'all know how it is. We got a solo podcast coming for y'all today, and we got a little different one. This one's gonna be a little bit different than what we normally do, and it's probably gonna cause a little bit of controversy, but controversy is good sometimes. It gets people talking. And y'all may be mad at me after this podcast, but I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. Everything I say comes from the heart. I'm not just coming at y'all sideways today for no reason. It all has a reason. So y'all stick around to the end and we'll bring it all back together, tie it back to fitness. And you may have already saw the podcast topic today, and it's about the small little habits that keep average people average. And it's just little minute things that they're small decisions in the time, in that moment, but in the grand scheme of things, they can make a big difference. They make a large difference when it comes down to it. And it's kind of funny. Actually, we'll get into it as we get into the podcast. But yeah, so we're going to talk about, it may make you, on edge or uncomfortable when we talk about this. Not because it's complicated, not because it's controversial, but because if you listen to this, if I'm being honest, you've probably done or you're guilty of at least one of these things we're going to talk about. And I am too. I'm raising my hand too. I'm definitely guilty of it too. I try not to do them anymore, but I've definitely caught myself doing it. And it's just when we take little tiny shortcuts throughout our day that just make our life easier, make our life more comfortable, even when they may not be the right thing to do, if that makes sense. And you'll see what I'm talking about when we get into it. And we do this every day. They're so easy. There's no discipline that comes from it. There's no reward or risk for doing these things. They're just little tiny shortcuts that make our life easier because it's the easy way out. So think of it as those little moments when you should do something, but instead of doing that one thing, you choose the easier option. That's what I'm referring to. So you're choosing the easier option when you should do something else. And the number one prime example of this, that it actually happened, it didn't happen to me, but I thought of this Friday. So Friday after work, I went to Costco. And it's one of my biggest pet peeves. And it's when people leave their shopping cart in the parking lot, in the parking spots or in the aisle somewhere, they leave their their shopping cart out when there's cart returns for a reason. They have them in the parking lot for a reason. Put them in the cart return. That's where they go. If you do this, if you leave them in the parking spot or in the parking lot, wherever, I'm just going to keep it real. You're lazy. You are. You're lazy. And you're taking the shortcut to not walk it 20, 30 feet to the cart return. And it's funny that, this is the reason why I want to do the podcast today, because this actually happened to me Friday. The parking spot that I parked in actually had two buggies, like I call it a buggy, shopping carts, in the parking spot right next to me. And it made me think about it. I was like, man, and the cart corral, you got to walk a little ways to get to it, but it's not that far. Like, it's not going to make a huge difference. Like, you already walked all the way out to the parking lot. Just walk the cart back to where it goes. You know where it goes. They're there for a reason. And I hate when people do this. It's like a pet peeve of mine. This is an example of what we're going to talk about today. Just little things like this, like you not returning the shopping cart. It's not going to hurt nobody. You're not going to have any like disciplines coming from this. Like, you're not going to get in trouble for it. Nobody's really seen you do it, but it's just one of those little things, like, you're not supposed to do it, but you do it anyways. And, it's not really a big deal, but it plays a lot bigger role than you realize when it comes to other decisions you make in your life. And it's funny, my pastor said something about this today at church today. He actually mentioned it in one of his, giving a story. And it was kind of funny. I was like, because this happened to me Friday, and then I heard it again today. And I was like, all right, I'm definitely doing a podcast topic on this. I'm going to come up with something about this, about the shopping cart thing. So that's what the podcast is going to be about today. It's just little shortcuts we take throughout our day that may have more of an effect on us than we realize at the time. So yeah, just real simple things. And on the surface, they kind of seem, insignificant. They don't seem like a big deal, but it's these little actions over time that will have much of a bigger, impact on you than you realize. So thinking of it as like how you do small things is how you do everything. You probably heard that quote before. How you do it, it has other effects in other areas of your life. So the first one we're going to get into, obviously, is a shopping cart test. I've already kind of talked about this a little bit. This is probably the most famous example of just taking the easy way out, taking the shortcut. You take the you take the buggy out to your car, you unload your groceries, and then you have two choices. You can return the cart, or you can leave it sitting in the parking lot. Which one are you gonna do? You gonna leave it there? Which one are you? You've probably done this. I have definitely done this before, but now I don't do this at all. Like, I refuse. I don't care how far the cart return is away. I'm going to it. Like, I'm walking to it, because it's just a pet peeve of mine. It's one of those things, like, if you're taking this shortcut to not return your cart, then what else are you taking shortcuts on in your life? Like, if you can't walk 20, 30 feet to put the buggy in the cart corral or cart return, like, what else are you taking shortcuts on? You know what I'm saying? It's just such a little thing that you don't think of in a time, but it makes a huge difference. So, yeah, you can get away with it. There's no punishment for not returning your cart. You know, the only reason you would return the cart is because it's the right thing to do. That's the only reason. So that's why you should do it. It's the right thing to do. And that's why you should do it. Exactly. It requires a tiny amount of effort. Not much at all. Tiny amount of effort. But that's why it could be a good example for, like, your fitness journey. The little tiny decisions we make in our fitness journey go a long way. Little tiny things that take a little bit of effort, tiny effort, can go a long way when it comes to a successful fitness journey. It's not just a test of, like, of returning the cart. It's really a test of responsibility. Like, your responsibility is to return that cart, just like it is for you to, eat the right foods you're supposed to be eating. Prepare your food. Don't be going out to fast food or whatever. So that's the first one, and the one that kind of gets me the most. My biggest pet peeve, or not my biggest pet peeve, but one of my pet peeves: not returning the cart. So if you ever see me not return the cart, y'all better call me out. Call me out, but you won't catch me doing that. I'm gonna return it. So the next one is leaving dishes in the sink. I know different people are different. Like, some people like to have a spotless sink, no dishes, and then some people let that junk pile up until it's overflowing. I think I used to be the one that would leave the dishes in the sink, but now that I own my own house and I have to be the one to clean it up, now I'm complete opposite. Like, I want my sink to be empty. You won't find dishes in my sink unless the dishwasher is full and it's already running. Like, if the dishwasher is full, then it's going to be running, because once I fill it up, I automatically turn it on. There's no point in leaving it full and not turning it on. So either the dishwasher's full, or yeah, that's the only way you would catch dishes in my sink, is if the dishwasher's full. It's already running. So yeah, leaving dishes. This is such a simple thing. When you finish eating, literally, or you could just wash your dishes straight up. Like, it don't take long to wash dishes. Literally, just run some water over it, throw some soap on it. It takes 2 minutes to wash a dish. Not much. And most time people say, "Oh, I'll just do it later. I'll do it later," or "I'll do it tomorrow." And then, next thing you know, later turns into tomorrow, into the next day, into the weekend. And before you know it, you got a full load of dishes, and you're not doing it till next week. You keep putting it off. When you could have just simply took, 5 minutes out of your day to clean up everything that night. So me and my wife, we clean the sink. I mean, not the sink. We clean the kitchen every night, because we cook pretty much almost every night. And when we get done cooking, we do it together. We clean up all the dishes we use to cook, all the dishes we use to eat with, and we clean them off real quick, and we throw them in the dishwasher. If the dishwasher is not full, then we'll just leave them in there. And then the next day when we fill it up, then we'll start it. Or if the dishwasher's full, we'll go ahead and start it. So this is such a little thing. It's not a big deal. Nobody's going to see it. Nobody's going to be the dish police. They're not coming to check to see if your sink is clean. But it's just a little thing that you could do, and it would just tidy up things, keep things neat and clean, and it don't pile up. That's the main thing. You don't want it to pile up and you have to do a bunch at one time. Because the more that's in there, obviously the more you got to do, and the longer it's going to take you. So if you could just do it each night, then it wouldn't take as long. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could just do it real quick, and they wouldn't pile up, and it just should be simple. Then you have to do so much at one time. Like, on the weekend, you have to do so many dishes. If you just did a little bit every night, it just makes it that much easier. Same with fitness. Like, just eat a little bit every day, and not have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't overdo it. Don't save your workouts for the weekend, spread them out. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, Just little things like that can play a role in like your fitness decisions, what you're doing. So the next one that you do that's probably keeping you average is throwing clothes on the floor or shoes, clothes and shoes on the floor. Everything has a place and every place has a thing. So what I'm saying is you should have a dirty clothes hamper. Your hamper may be 5 feet away or wherever your hamper is. Put your clothes in the dirty clothes hamper. It's not that hard. It's very simple. If you don't have a dirty clothes hamper, well, get you a dirty clothes hamper. They're not that expensive. And it keeps all your dirty clothes in one spot. And it makes it so much easier when you go to wash clothes, which you probably have a dirty clothes hamper. I don't really know anybody that don't have one. But yeah, just put them in the dirty clothes hamper. It's not that hard. And if your dirty clothes hamper is like in a different room or something, well, then you need to find a new spot for your dirty clothes hamper. Put it in the same room that you get dressed in. For me, ours is in our closet. I get dressed in my closet. So I put our dirty clothes hampers in our closet. So when I get undressed, I can just boop, toss it right in there, no problem. This keeps clothes off the floor. Like, just don't be messy. Don't put stuff on the floor. The hamper's not far away. Take the time to walk over there and put it in the hamper instead of just dropping it right where you're at. You know what I'm saying? In this way, you don't have a bunch of clothes on the floor. It's not a mess. It's not hard. And then the more you do it, the more you get used to it, it just becomes a habit. Like, I don't think I've ever thrown clothes on the floor because my dirty clothes hamper is just right there. It's just a habit to put it. Like, my first instinct when I take my clothes off is to put it in the dirty clothes hamper. My first instinct is not to leave it on the floor. So this is just a simple thing that you can do. It's such an easy decision. It's such an easy thing to do. But yet, people still do it. They leave clothes on the floor. I don't know why. They just do this. But yeah, take the time to walk over there or wherever your dirty clothes hamper is, and maybe you put your clothes in the laundry room. Well, if that's the case, I mean, you may have to find a new place for it. You know, make it easier for you. But yeah, throwing clothes on the floor, that's another one. The next one, this one is a funny one because people will do this, is looking for the closest parking spot. Like, people will literally drive around the parking lot multiple times to find a parking spot that's close to the front door. Like, you just spend extra time trying to find a spot when it's only going to save you like 30 seconds when you walk to the door. Like, if you parked at the end of the parking lot, like, it may save you 30 seconds of walking. And you just spent 5 minutes driving around the parking lot trying to find an empty spot, multiple loops around the parking lot, and you save 30 seconds of time. Like, park at the end of the parking lot. It's not that far. Just think about it. It's if there's none up close, don't even think about driving around again. Just park at the end. Plus, when you park at the end, you get a little more exercise in. So that's a win-win situation right there. It's a plus. You get more steps in. It's an exercise. So this is a funny one because people will do this. They'll drive around looking for a parking spot close. Like, just park at the end. I don't even try to find a parking spot close anymore. Like, I always park towards the back of the parking lot just for the reason of, one, I don't have to fight for a parking spot. Two, I want to get more steps in, more exercise in. This is an easy one. Like, at work, I park in the very last row at work every day. Very last row. I park in the same spot every day, very last row, and I get extra steps in. So I don't have to even think about it. I get extra steps. I'm not fighting for a parking spot. I'm not trying to squeeze into a parking spot. You know, and it's funny, and I don't have to waste no time. Like, I don't have to think about where I'm parking because I don't have to drive around to find something that's open. I know when I go to the back, it's going to be open because nobody's going to park right there. So stop trying to waste time and avoid trying to walk a little bit further because it's only going to save you 30 seconds of time. Like, you're just wasting more time trying to find a parking spot closer. So I think that one's funny because that one's pretty common. You've probably done it before. I mean, I've definitely done it before, but it's just a funny one that you waste more time finding a parking spot than you would walking. Another one, this is another one that's good for fitness, and that's taking the elevator when you only got to go up one floor or even 2 floors. Like, yeah, it's not a huge deal. Like, you're not going to get punished for taking the elevator. It's not a big deal. Like, it's just a simple thing. But making this one little decision over time can add up. Like, going up a flight of stairs, yeah, it may be one flight of stairs. But if you do that every day, like if you walk somewhere with stairs, if you do a one flight of stairs every day, that's a lot of stairs over a year's time. You know what I'm saying? So it could add up. It's a good little exercise you don't realize. And it's just not being lazy. You know, if you only got to go up one floor, like, let somebody else use the elevator that's got to go up multiple floors. Like, let them use that and you take the stairs. If you're physically capable of taking the stairs, of course. We constantly try to choose convenience over, a little bit of effort. And I know that's kind of how we're wired. Like, humans are kind of wired to get convenience. So, and yeah, it's just kind of natural. Like we want to we want to find the most convenient thing, and I get it. Like we all fall victim to that. I mean, I do too. But if you just make like little actions like this, the little small efforts that add up over time, and they make a bigger impact in the long run than you realize. So again, they're not huge deals, but just little small habits that can make a huge difference. Another one is leaving problems unaddressed. So I like to think of this one as like the 2 minute rule, or you could even say 1 minute. I'll say 2 minute rule. Or some people even say 5 minute rule. But like ignoring little small habits that would take you 2 minutes or less. I mean, not habits, ignoring small problems or things you need to do that will take 2 minutes or less. I call it the 2 minute rule. If something only takes 2 minutes to complete, stop and do it right then. Like right then and there, whenever you think about it, do it right then. If it only takes 2 minutes, because you have 2 minutes, I promise. No matter where you're at, what you're doing, you got 2 minutes. Do it right then. So like instead of ignoring an email, just reply back to the email real quick. It's not hard. Instead of ignoring like paying a bill, just pay the bill back real quick. Like it's not gonna take you that much time to like sign on to whatever website and pay your bill. It's super easy. Don't ignore a conversation that you need to have. That's a tough one right there. Sometimes sticky situation. You're just leaving that problem unaddressed. You're just gonna avoid it at all costs. And then another one's hoping problems will go away. Don't just hope problems will go away. Try to find a solution. Hope that they disappear. We don't want that to happen. So yeah, if something is that needs to be addressed, and it don't take you long to address it. Like if it's a short task, easy task that takes 2 minutes or less, do it right then and there. Remember that 2 minute rule. If it takes you 2 minutes or less, stop and do it right then and there. Period. Like just do it, whatever it is. And then you can knock it done. And then you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. It's not on your plate. It's not on your to-do list. You don't have to stress about it. Like you just got it done. Get it over with. So those are a few examples of, just small little tasks that aren't a huge deal, but play a role in other decisions that you make, play a role in your life. So what does this have to do with fitness? You may be wondering, what does this have to do with fitness? So I'm not sitting here trying to say that like leaving your shopping cart out is going to make you overweight. Like obviously that's not the case. I'm not, it's not the fact that you left your shopping cart out. That's not the point. The point is that these little behaviors that we do, that when we take the shortcut, when we take the convenient route, it's starting to train a mindset in your mind. It's training a certain mindset that we don't necessarily want to train. You're training a mindset that's going to prioritize immediate comfort, like you're prioritizing comfort over like the long-term benefit of that. Like I said, yeah, the easy comfort way is just to leave the shopping cart right there. But the disciplined, way would be to, hey, return it back where it's supposed to go. Because you're supposed to do it that way. And it's going to be less convenient for you to do it that way. But that's the right thing to do. So you should do it that way. So same thing when it comes to our fitness. The convenient thing to do is to buy some fast food when the right thing to do is to cook your own food at home. Period. Like it's simple as that. Fitness is built on small decisions. Like fitness is a long-term play. It takes a lot of little bitty micro decisions. No big decision that you make in fitness is going to make, a big impact. The big impacts of fitness are made from the everyday small decisions that you make each and every day. Nobody's getting fit because they did one workout. They absolutely crushed one workout. That's not going to make you fit. It's not. Nobody's getting unhealthy because they ate one bad meal. They had fast food and a chocolate shake at the end. That's not going to make you unhealthy. It's not. Just one is not going to do it. But if you repeat that small decision over and over again, if you have that one bad meal every day, that is going to lead you to have, to gain weight. It's the repeated small choices, decisions that we make each and every day. So what's going to help you be successful in your fitness journey? Going to the gym when you don't feel like it, making that decision to go. Even though it's inconvenient, it's not comfortable, it's the right thing to do. It's the choice that is right, but you may be tempted to take the easy way out and to not go to the gym. So that's what we cannot do. Another easy one is when you're going out, say we're going out to dinner, and instead of ordering a soda, order a water. Super simple. You got to have something to drink. Get a water. It's going to replace a lot of calories. And you know the thing you're supposed to do is get the water, but the comfortable thing to do would be get a soda because soda tastes a little bit tastes better. You know what I'm saying? If we're being honest, soda it tastes better than water. So that's the comfortable thing to do. Sometimes it's you got to be uncomfortable. You got to be okay with that. You got to be a little inconvenient. Another one is a great one that I like to do. Me and my wife do. Go for a walk after dinner. Yeah, it'd be easy to prop your legs up, watch a little TV show after dinner. That's the easy thing to do. But if you want to be successful in your fitness journey, go for a little walk. Go for a little digestion walk. That's what we call it. We call it a digestion walk because I don't know if you know this, but going for a walk after you eat actually helps your digestion. It helps speed up that. I don't know if it speeds it up, but it helps your digestion a lot. And it really works. I promise. Try it. As soon as you get done eating, go for a little 15-minute walk and it helps. So it's a good thing to do. And so the easy thing to do is obviously prop your feet up on the couch and watch a little TV show. The more uncomfortable thing to do, the better decision that you should do is to go for a quick little walk after work. I mean, not after work, after you eat dinner. Another good one that I actually did just today, meal prepping on Sunday. You should meal prep. You should cook your foods at home. But the easy way out, the more comfortable thing is just to go to fast food at lunchtime and buy something quick and easy that tastes good. So it's these little small decisions. Small decisions go a long way. Like my small decision today to meal prep is going to help me hit my macronutrient goals all week. So I did one small decision that I did today is going to help me for the next 7 days. You know what I'm saying? For the whole week. So that's the magnitude of one small decision that you make. Going to bed on time. It's going to help you get good sleep, help you recover, help you be prepared for the next day, help you be more energized, show up better at work, show up better for your family, show up better for your workouts. Like going to bed on time, you should do that. You need to go to bed on time. The easy thing to do is stay up and watch Netflix, up late at night, watching YouTube on your phone. I'm guilty of that. I will watch YouTube. I admit that's my guilty pleasure at nighttime. I like to watch YouTube videos. That's the more comfortable thing to do. But the right thing to do, put my phone up and go to sleep. That's what I need to do. And that's going to help me. It's going to help me recover. It's going to help me have a better workout the next day. It's going to help me, reduce cravings. Because I don't know if you know this, but if you get a bad night's sleep, your cravings will be worse the next day. Like you will have more cravings because you didn't get adequate sleep. That's a true story. It's like a scientific proven fact, I believe. Y'all don't quote me on that. So yeah, none of these things are hard. Going to bed on time and meal prepping, going for a walk, drinking water instead of soda, going to the gym when you don't feel like it. None of these things are hard things to do. You can do all these things. If I can do them, you can do them. They're not hard. They're easy things to do. But they require the decision to actually do it. You have to make the decision to do it. It may not be comfortable. It may be inconvenient. But when you make these decisions over time, you build that confidence, you build a little consistency. It gets easier and it gets done, and it will have long-term results. It will help you in the long term. Yeah, it may not be what you want to do right there in the short term, but if you do it, you make that decision, then it will pay off in the long run. So a lot of times people think they just don't have discipline. Discipline is kind of it's almost like a superpower. Some people are just born with discipline. No, it's not. Nobody's born with discipline. It's simply discipline is simply just keeping the promises that you make to yourself. Keep those promises. That's discipline. Whatever you say you're going to do, do it. If you said you're going to work out, go work out. Don't make no excuse. Just do it. If you said you're going to wake up early, set your alarm, wake up early. Not that hard. Do what you say you're going to do. That's the best thing you can do for yourself. The hardest one, sticking to your nutrition plan. I know a lot of us say we're going to eat right. I do this too. I'm bad at this one. We say we're going to eat right, and then all of a sudden somebody buys donuts while you at work, and they give donuts to everybody at work. That's my downfall right there. I'm definitely going to have me a donut, even though I said I was going to stick to my nutrition plan. So this one's a hard one. It's easy to do. All I got to do is say no. I just got to say no. I don't want the donut. But if I want to be comfortable and give me a little sweet treat, then it's easy to just get the donut and eat it. So that one is a little bit harder on the nutrition side of things. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not hard to just not eat it. You know what I'm saying? So these little promises that we make to ourselves, they matter. They matter a lot. They're big. and they make a bigger result in the long term, especially in your fitness journey. So think about it this way. Every time you follow through on one of those decisions, one of those promises that you made to yourself, every time you follow through on that, you're helping yourself build trust. You're building trust in yourself. And the more we can do this, the more we can trust ourselves, the more successful we're going to be in the long term when it comes to our fitness journey. Or really, when it comes to anything in life, the more trust you can build up, the more you follow through on the things you say you're going to do, the more you're actually going to achieve, the more you're actually going to do. And if you don't do this, if you do the opposite, if you say you're going to do something and then you don't do it, you're going to lose trust. You're going to weaken that trust over time, and then you're going to stop believing in yourself. So remember, discipline's not a superpower. Nobody's born with it. You can create it. You have to develop it over time. Going back to the idea of us wanting to be comfortable. So I think being comfortable is kind of like, in a way, it's kind of addictive. Like, it's kind of addictive to be comfortable. The more shortcuts you take, the more shortcuts you want. Like, if you take a shortcut in one area, you're going to try to find a shortcut in another area. Like, if you don't return the shopping cart, then what's that say about the rest of your life? Like, what other areas are you trying to find shortcuts in? You're probably trying to cheat the system when it comes to everything you do. When you know that's not the right thing to do, it's not the right way to do it, it's not how you should do it. But and it's a lot of times you don't even think about it. It just happens subconsciously because you just built that habit over time of finding the easier way to do something, finding the shortcut. You're just trying to find convenience. You're seeking out convenience. And the more you do this, the harder it feels to actually give effort to do something, to actually do something the right way. It's going to feel harder because you're just trying to seek comfort. You're trying to seek convenience. And that's not what we need. But the opposite is also true. Remember that. It works both ways. So, like, the more you choose the hard way, like the more you choose putting in the effort and doing it the right way, the easier that becomes. Like, the more you return your shopping cart, the more you make your bed in the morning, the more you meal prep on Sundays, like, the easier it gets. It becomes easier to do, to do the hard part, to do the uncomfortable part, the part that may be more inconvenient. Taking the stairs. Like, if you just start taking the stairs, before long, it'll just be second nature to you. You'll take the stairs every day, no problem. Or if you're going for a walk every day, you may start walking farther and farther each and every day. It's easy. And the more you get in the habit of doing the dishes after dinner, it just becomes a habit, and you don't even think about it. You just do it. It's part of your day. It's part of your routine. And that one little decision can go a long ways because it impacts the way you do other things, other decisions. So it's not going to be things that transform you overnight. It's not going to happen. But they can transform you over time. These little small decisions can transform you over time. Remember that. So here's my challenge for everybody listening. If you're listening to this, for the next week, 1 week, 7 days, I want you returning that shopping cart. Do not leave the shopping cart in the parking lot. Put it in the cart return, the cart corral, whatever y'all want to call it. I call it a buggy. I don't know why, where I'm from, we call it a buggy. But yeah, return it. Also, put your dishes away immediately after you eat dinner. When you clean up the kitchen, clean the dishes as well. Either put them in the dishwasher or hand wash them, whatever you got to do. Put the dishes away. In the morning times, make your bed. Make your bed in the morning. Start your day off with a win, with a check mark. Boom, you checked it off your to-do list. First thing, that's a win. You're setting yourself up for a great day if you make your bed first thing in the morning. Trust me, I hate this one. I hate to make my bed. I really do. I don't like making my bed. But I do it because I know if I don't make this decision to make the bed, if I don't take 1 minute to make my bed, or 2 minutes, however long it takes, then what else am I going to skip out on during the day? You know what I'm saying? What else am I going to take the shortcut on during the day? And I don't want to do that. I want to get a win first thing in the morning. So I'm going to make my bed. Also, if you can, take the stairs. If you're only going up one flight, maybe even 2 flights, take the stairs. Don't take the elevator. Another one. Park further away from the entrance. At work, at the grocery store, anywhere you're going. Park in the back of the parking lot. Do it and walk further. Just for the purpose of this week, of this little challenge. Park away, get some extra steps in. That way you don't have to fight for a parking spot. You don't have to drive around the parking lot several times trying to find a spot. Park in the back. Simple as that. Do small tasks a minute immediately. So like the 2 minute rule I was talking about. If there's anything that takes 2 minutes or less, do it right then and there. When you think about it, do it. 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. I promise. 2 minutes is not a long time. Just do it. And you'll be surprised at how much you can actually do in 2 minutes. Like some things you may think takes longer, but it really don't take longer if you just sat there and did it real quick. Like it don't take that long. So just do it. Do small tasks right then instead of putting it off until later. Do it right then. And I'm not asking y'all to do these things because they burn calories, because they help you get fit, because they're going to help you get stronger. They're not. They're not going to do that. They're just small decisions that can affect your long-term results over time. Because the way you make these little small decisions is the way you're going to make other decisions in your fitness journey. So if you take shortcuts on these decisions, you're going to take shortcuts in other areas of your life too, whether that be your fitness journey, whether it be your career, whether that be your family, your relationship, or whatever. So just don't take the easy way out. Don't take the convenient way or the comfortable way just because it's easier. Like do whatever is the right thing to do, that you know is the right thing to do. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna leave y'all with today. That's a little challenge. Do it for a week. See if you can do it for a week. Small things. Return the shopping cart, put your dishes away, make your bed, take the stairs, park further away, and do small tasks immediately. That's what y'all got to do for the next week. I challenge you. See if you can do it. And honestly, like you're just gonna feel good about yourself at the end of the day when you know you got all those little things done, little check marks on your to-do list. So that's what I'm gonna leave y'all with today. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you would, please share this episode with somebody. Share it with a friend. Leave a review on the podcast, 5 stars. Subscribe wherever you listen to that. I would appreciate it. Yeah, that's all I have for y'all. Today was a little fun one. I kind of like today's podcast. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Also, let me know down in the comments, what is one thing, like one little task today that I didn't mention that could go along with today's podcast topic? Like what's one little simple task or thing that you do or you've done before or you've noticed other people do that they could just easily fix? Like what's something that people take the easy way out when it's not necessarily the right thing to do? Y'all let me know in the comments. I want to hear some other ones. Maybe it's some pet peeves that y'all have. I want to hear them down there. So yeah, until next time, y'all keep showing up. Y'all keep moving. Keep doing the little things. Make the right decisions. And y'all be sure to tune in for another episode of the Fitness Beginner Podcast next week. Y'all have a great day. Peace, love, protein. We out.